test that we all have to pass is being faithful with the mundane. And when you're faithful in the routine, something is happening that you can't see. Hey, I'm Terri Savelle, your cheerleader of dreams. I want to talk to you today about one habit, just one, that will completely change your world. Now, this is something I learned years ago, and I've been practicing it for so long that it just comes natural to me now, and I apply it to everything, every day. Now, let me just see if you can recognize it in these stories. You know, I read where actor Dustin Hoffman, Gene Hackman, and Robert Duvall, they described what it was like for them in the early days of their careers when they were just struggling. Well, Dustin Hoffman said that they were anything but successful actors. He said he was a waiter, Gene Hackman worked at a moving company, and Robert Duvall worked at the post office. He said it was a time of terrible rejection, and we hated being rejected. He said it got to the point that they used to leave their 8x10s at the door of casting agents, knock and run, just so they wouldn't have to be rejected face to face. Well, Dustin Hoffman said it was so discouraging that he seriously considered quitting and becoming a teacher, but he didn't. He did what most wouldn't do. He kept paying the price, going to acting lessons, going to auditions, working late hours so he could go to auditions during the day. And today, as an Academy Award-winning actor, he's able to enjoy the fruit of all that labor, right? Okay, here's another story. I read where Reynolds presented an idea to bring a comic strip to the big screen to movie directors. Well, he got turned down over and over and over, and he kept going for the big dream. Get this, 47 rejections from people in his industry who know what sells and what doesn't. 11 years of still trying. And you know, after like 8 rejections, 17, 32, I would start thinking, okay, I get the message, God, I'll move on, right? No, Reynolds did what most wouldn't do. He just kept going for it. He kept paying the price, being rejected, and today he's enjoying the fruit of that labor. In fact, that script for Deadpool, which grossed $782 million. Okay, one more example. I read where, oh, you shouldn't have seen that picture. I wanted to surprise you. Did you see it? I hope not. Okay, listen to this. I read where a Mexican actress who spoke very little English, she decided to move to LA to pursue a dream of making it in Hollywood. She was already diagnosed with dyslexia, plus she spoke very little English. Well, when she got here, she was told, Mexican actresses will not ever make it in Hollywood. You were born in the wrong country. They even said this, we can't take a risk of you opening your mouth and people thinking of their maids. Can you believe this? The roles she did get, she was told to sound dumber and to speak faster. Everyone said, you're out of your league, go back to Mexico, you have no future here. They said, your name is terrible, you'll never make it with that name. You know what she said? We'll see about that. And she just kept going for auditions, working on her English, taking acting classes, building her self-esteem. And today, she's the stunning household name, actress Salma Hayek. Listen to what she said. Be so focused on your own self-development that you fail to notice the negativity of those around you. So here's the habit that every one of those successful actors practice, and it's the one that will change your world. Pay now, play later. Pay now, play later. In other words, pay the price that you need to pay today so you can enjoy tomorrow. In fact, you're going to love your free download this week because I put together a short list of some of my favorite books. In fact, it's 4 books to help you develop discipline this year like never before. So just click the link in the description and you can get this list. Just choose one and start reading it. And I'm telling you, this is going to help you so much in developing this mindset. Oh, and before I explain the pay now, play later principle, I wanted to ask you if you would do a favor for me. Would you take 1 second and subscribe to this channel? That means so much to me, and it's something I never take for granted. So thank you for cheering me on to keep putting these videos together for you. Okay, John Maxwell wrote a book that changed my life, and it's in your download. But he said he almost didn't turn in the manuscript because it's so simple. He said, I didn't want to insult people with this. Well, he sold over 1 million copies. And it's all about valuing today. that success is not a destination, it's a journey. He said if you go to college, graduation day comes, and everyone is so excited for you, the president hands you the diploma, they're taking pictures, people are saying, you're successful today. He said, no, you didn't become a success the day you got the degree, the diploma. What you did was get recognized for success. He said the diploma is recognition of what you've done the previous 4 years. He said you were a success freshman year when you decided not to drop out like most of your friends. You were a success when you decided to study for exams, turn in the projects, go to class. He said you're a success every day that you make right choices. Success is a daily thing. You pay now so you can play later. Maxwell says the secret of your success is determined by your daily agenda. So what do you want to be tomorrow? Because you got to start doing it today. See, you visualize tomorrow, but you value today. What does that mean? Well, have you ever heard the quote, people don't decide their future. People decide their habits, and their habits decide their future. It's kind of like the telescope plus the microscope. See, you need a big vision for your life, but you also need to see the importance of what you're doing today. Each day is what's preparing you for the big goal. So it's the telescope plus the microscope. You need both. The telescope sees the big picture, but the microscope sees the day-to-day activities to get you there. You know, I love what Joel Osteen said. He said, one test that we all have to pass is being faithful with the mundane. And when you're faithful in the routine, something is happening that you can't see. Your character is being developed. He said the routines of life are not exciting, but they're necessary. And you won't become all you were created to be without being your best when it's mundane. I love this. Joel said, when you're faithful in average days, then you'll see exceptional days. See, God said it like this. If you're faithful in the little things, He'll make you ruler over many things. So everything in your mundane life now is preparation for a magnificent life next. Pay now, play later, right? You know, I stumbled across a therapist on YouTube, Marissa Peer, and she gave some tips of the most successful people in the world. And she shared these two things real quick. She said, successful people do what they don't want to do to get to where they want to be. She said, Olympic athletes, they get up at 4 a.m., chip the ice off their car, train in the snow. They don't love it, but they love the idea of winning a gold medal. You know, people say, I would never do that. Marissa said, but you're missing the point. These people do what they don't want to do to get to where they want to be. You know, that's why I wrote a whole book called The 5 Things Successful People Do Before 8 a.m. because it's all about getting the tough stuff done first thing in the morning, so you feel incredible the rest of the day. You literally pay now, play later. In fact, Marissa said her second key to success was, you must do what you don't want to do first. I gotta make a difficult call. I'm gonna do it first. I hate going to the gym. I'm gonna do it first. I know I need to read more. I'm gonna do it first. Well, when you do what you don't want to do first, you just feel like a winner all day long, right? She told a story about a client, a famous celebrity that she worked with who was massively overweight. And she told him, you've got to work out. He said, I'm too big to work out. She said, you can walk around your neighborhood. He said, I'm too famous. I can't walk around Beverly Hills. So Marissa said, okay, do it in the middle of the night. Well, at 4 a.m., he would get his shoes on and go for a walk. And he did it day after day. She said he never said, oh, I love this. This is so amazing. No, he said, I'm going to do what I hate to do, and I'm going to do it first. Well, he lost 200 pounds. Pay now, play later, right? So let me just remind you, others are going to try to get you off course, try to get you to play now, pay later. In fact, my husband says his philosophy is play now and play later. Well, let me tell you this quick story, last one. There was a guy who bought a Mickey Mantle rookie card in 1998 for $104,000. People thought he was crazy, lost his mind, but he kept it for 23 years. Guess what it was worth? $18 million. Pay now, play later, right? Seth Godin said, if you wait until you have success to get committed, you'll have neither. Well, God is the one who said, you've been faithful with a few things, I'll put you in charge of many things. So I hope this encouraged you. I want you to be sure and get the list of my 4 favorite books to help you develop discipline this year. So click the link in the description, choose whichever one you want to start with. I recommend all of them, and I'll be cheering you on to live your dreams.